Have you ever stepped into someone's home and instantly felt calm, clean, and welcomed? Almost like the house itself was giving you a hug. There's something quietly powerful about a space that feels cared for, especially as we get older. It's not just about spotless floors or dust-free shelves. It's about peace of mind, comfort, control, and for many seniors, it's about creating a home that feels like a sanctuary without draining your energy or your joy. You might dream of that kind of space, a place where everything feels lighter, where you can breathe easier and move freely. The good news? A home that feels peaceful and polished doesn't come from scrubbing all day. It comes from gentle, mindful habits that fit into your life without taking it over. In this video, we're revealing 6 simple daily habits that seniors with consistently tidy homes swear by. These aren't complicated chores. They're quiet rhythms, easy to adopt, easy to keep, and incredibly effective. So if you're ready to feel better in your own space, stay with us. And if this video helps, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're in this together. 1. They never leave a room empty-handed. This is a quiet habit that many tidy older adults swear by. They never leave a room empty-handed. That doesn't mean carrying a laundry basket every time you cross a hallway. It simply means keeping your eyes open for one small thing that's out of place and bringing it back to where it belongs as you move naturally through your day. Maybe it's a pair of glasses left on the end table, a newspaper on the floor, a sweater draped over the back of a chair. If you're heading that direction anyway, why not bring it along? The power of this habit lies in what it prevents. Left unchecked, clutter has a way of creeping in, quietly, slowly, until one day it feels like too much to deal with. That sense of being overwhelmed can sneak up especially fast as we get older, when energy, mobility, and motivation can vary from day to day. But when you're gently keeping up with the flow of daily mess, nothing ever gets too big. You're not cleaning, you're maintaining. That's the difference between reacting to clutter and staying one step ahead of it. One helpful trick is to place small baskets or decorative trays near doorways or key areas in the house. This gives you a landing spot for quick pickups until you have a minute to put them away properly. It also makes the habit feel easy and rewarding rather than something burdensome or strict. Over time, this small rhythm becomes second nature, and the emotional reward is real. A space that stays tidy without needing a huge cleanup brings a calm that runs deeper than you'd think. You walk into the room and your shoulders relax. You can breathe a little easier. You feel in control of your space and, by extension, your day. If the idea of organizing your home feels overwhelming, start here. Don't wait for the perfect time to declutter. Don't try to do it all at once. Just start noticing what you can carry with you. Each tiny act of order is a small gift to your future self. And those gifts, added up over days and weeks, turn into something much greater. A home that feels cared for without ever feeling like a chore. 2. They follow the 2-minute rule. What if just 2 minutes could change how your whole house feels? It might sound small, but sometimes that's exactly where the biggest shifts begin. In those tiny pockets of time we usually let pass by. There's a quiet power in the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes to do, you do it right away. That's it. No overthinking, no rescheduling it for later, no letting it sit and nag at the back of your mind. Whether it's wiping down the bathroom sink, putting the remote back in its place, tossing junk mail, or straightening a cushion, these moments don't require energy, just a gentle decision to act now rather than wait. And here's why it works so well, especially in our later years. In our later years, mental clutter can feel heavier than physical clutter. Little tasks stack up in the background, draining your sense of peace. But when you start handling things in real time, quickly, kindly, and consistently, you free up that mental space. You don't carry it, you let it go. That kind of relief, though quiet, makes a noticeable difference in how your home and your heart feel. A helpful way to support this habit is by setting yourself up for success. Maybe that means keeping a microfiber cloth near the kitchen counter, or having a small bin by the front door where odds and ends can land for sorting later. The easier it is to do something now, the less likely it becomes something you dread later. You don't need to overhaul your routine. You don't need to chase perfection. You just need to stop waiting on the little things, because they quietly shape your environment. They either pile up and become burdens, or they disappear almost effortlessly because you handled them before they grew. When you start seeing those 2-minute tasks as moments of gentle control, it becomes easier to trust yourself again, to believe that even in small actions, you're still actively shaping a space that supports your peace. 3. They reset their home before bed. A peaceful morning begins the night before. It's a phrase that holds a quiet truth, because how you end your day shapes how the next one greets you. For many older adults, mornings can feel heavier than they used to. Whether it's physical stiffness, mental fog, or emotional weight, the first few hours set the tone. And walking into a tidy space instead of yesterday's leftovers, that shift alone can offer unexpected comfort. Take Linda, for example. At 68, she began noticing that waking up to dishes in the sink or papers on the table made her feel instantly behind. So she started a 5-minute routine she calls her reset walk. Each night before bed, she moves through the main living areas, straightening cushions, wiping down surfaces, and making sure the kitchen is in order. No stress, no deep cleaning, just a light sweep that tells her home and her mind, we're ending the day with peace. It's not about perfection. It's about welcoming the next morning without the noise of yesterday. Try choosing just 3 things you reset every evening, maybe clearing the kitchen counter, sorting out the mail, and putting away remote controls or folded blankets. These little actions aren't chores, they're small gifts to your future self. Waking up to an environment that feels fresh, calm, and in control gently eases your mind into the day. It replaces that sense of catch-up with clarity, and for many seniors, especially those living alone, this simple nightly habit becomes more than tidying. It's an act of self-care, a reminder that your environment still listens to you and responds to your care. When life feels unpredictable, rituals like this can help you reclaim a sense of rhythm. They create continuity, even when energy is low or sleep was restless. Over time, this nightly reset becomes something you actually look forward to, not just for the cleanliness, but for the reassurance it brings. So tonight, before you slip under the covers, take just a few moments to walk through your space. Breathe in the calm of putting things in order, because peace isn't something you stumble into. It's something you quietly prepare for, one gentle choice at a time. 4. They prioritize the most used spaces. Clean homes don't mean every room is spotless, but the right ones are. That's the quiet secret behind so many peaceful, welcoming spaces. It's not about scrubbing baseboards in the guest room or folding towels into perfect triangles. It's about knowing where your energy matters most and focusing it there. As you move through the day, your home reflects your rhythm, and certain areas carry more weight than others. The kitchen, where you make your coffee. The living room, where you rest, read, or welcome a neighbor. The hallway, which connects your entire space. These are your home's emotional anchors, and when they feel calm, the whole house somehow does too. Many seniors find that by setting a small habit, like a morning check-in with their most used rooms, they create a flow that feels manageable instead of overwhelming. You don't need to tackle everything. Just straighten a pillow, wipe a counter, toss yesterday's mail into the bin, It's not cleaning for guests, it's care for yourself. There's also something quietly powerful about returning to a space that welcomes you back. After a nap, a walk, or even a difficult doctor's appointment, stepping into a living room that's clear of clutter feels like a warm exhale. It softens the edges of your day and reminds you that home is still your sanctuary. And perhaps even more importantly, when life feels unpredictable, when energy fluctuates or unexpected errands arise, knowing that your key spaces are already in order can be a steadying force. It helps reduce decision fatigue and offers a sense of emotional grounding. If the idea of tidying your whole house feels too big, don't. Focus instead on the zones that hold your attention every day. Give them 5 minutes. Return them to a state that feels safe, clean, and calm. That's more than enough. 5. They embrace daily maintenance, not deep cleaning. The secret isn't cleaning all day, it's doing a little, every day. That's the quiet wisdom behind homes that feel effortlessly fresh. It's not about deep cleaning until your back aches or sacrificing your afternoon to mop the floors. It's about building a rhythm, a soft, sustainable pulse that keeps your space from ever getting out of hand in the first place. This habit of daily maintenance doesn't ask much of you. A quick wipe here, a gentle sweep there, tossing the newspaper in the bin, fluffing the couch cushions as you pass by. These small, nearly invisible actions prevent messes from snowballing into frustration. And for many older adults, that's the difference between a space that feels inviting and one that feels overwhelming. What's powerful about this habit is how it shifts your relationship with cleaning. It's no longer a looming chore. It becomes part of your life's natural flow. Just like brushing your teeth or making your morning cup of coffee, a short maintenance routine offers a sense of structure and pride. Even 10 minutes guided by a soft timer can create visible change without draining your energy. There's also a deeper benefit at play. As we grow older, our bodies speak louder. They ask us to be gentle, to listen, to slow down. And this habit honors that. It respects your time and physical comfort. You're not pushing past your limits, you're working with them, creating a home that stays tidy without taking more than it gives. Think of it as a quiet investment in your future comfort. Every little task completed today means less to worry about tomorrow, and more importantly, it helps you stay in control of your environment. That sense of agency, of knowing you can still shape the space around you, is a profound form of independence. So don't wait for the mess to get loud. Tend to it when it's still a whisper. Let your home stay soft around the edges, tended by your gentle, steady hand. Because with just a few moments of care each day, you create a space that nurtures you back. And that's not just housekeeping, that's self-respect in motion. 6. They involve everyone in the home. In fact, keeping a home clean shouldn't fall on just one pair of shoulders, especially not yours alone. The most peaceful homes often have something in common beyond the habits we've already discussed. They're supported by everyone who lives inside them. Whether you share your home with a spouse, an adult child, or even just welcome visitors now and then, there's a quiet power in making tidiness a shared rhythm. It's not about barking orders or managing a list. It's about creating a sense of mutual care and respect. George, 75, and his wife of 52 years made a minor change that transformed their evenings. Each night, just before settling down to relax, they set aside 10 minutes to gently reset the house together. A dish here, a blanket folded there. Sometimes their grown children even join in when visiting, and every time it leaves the house and the mood feeling lighter. This approach doesn't just lighten your physical load, it softens emotional tension. It removes the invisible pressure many older adults carry, the belief that they must do it all, no matter what. When you invite others to care for the home with you, even in small ways, it builds connection. It becomes a quiet kind of teamwork, a shared rhythm that says, "We're in this together." Start simple. Choose a time of day that works, maybe after dinner or just before bed, and let it become a new family ritual. Each person tidies their own corner or helps with one shared space. No guilt, no grand expectations, just 10 minutes of gentle effort that makes tomorrow feel a little easier. This is more than a cleaning strategy. It's a way to foster harmony, to create a space that reflects everyone's love and care. When a clean home is built together, it doesn't just look better, it feels warmer. There's peace in knowing you're not carrying it all alone. And there's beauty in the way small efforts, shared between hearts, can transform not just the home, but the people inside it. So often we imagine a peaceful home as something that takes hours of effort, heavy lifting, or a deep cleaning spree every weekend. But the truth is far gentler. The most inviting homes, especially as we age, aren't spotless because of perfection. They feel warm, calm, and cared for because of simple, thoughtful habits practiced with love. These rhythms aren't just about tidying up. They're about creating ease in your day, reducing stress, and allowing your home to support you, not exhaust you. The beauty is that you don't have to do them all at once. You don't need to chase perfection. You just need a few daily rhythms that work with your life, not against it. That's the quiet wisdom behind each of these habits. They make space for joy, movement, and connection, even on the days when your energy feels low. So take a breath, take your time, and consider which habit spoke to you most today. Which one felt like it could slide into your day without much fuss, but with real impact? Let me know in the comments. And if this brought you even a little clarity or comfort, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone else who could use a little less stress and a little more peace at home.